Listen up! This is serious business!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes! I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You know the vibes. It's clutch time.
And it's the Heartless Arliss.
Yes, and this is Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast, episode 94.
Episode 94.
Episode 94, and we're coming for more of that birthday cake. Happy motherfucking birthday.
Yes, sir.
To St. Patrick.
Yep.
Fellas,
You're old.
no,
You're hitting them ages, them numbers.
no.
Yes.
I had birthday sex this morning. It was great.
Birthday sex.
It was a lot of things happened actually this morning. I went to go walk the dog this morning, and it was a little chilly. I'm Canadian. I'm walking outside with just my t-shirt on. An old lady comes up from behind us, me and the dog, and she's, suited up a little bit, and she's doing her morning run. And she says, "You should have a shirt on." And I said, "Shut up, bitch." No, I'm trying. I wouldn't say that. I just told her I was Canadian, but I was thinking it.
Yeah.
We are 6 episodes away from episode 100. Today is the St. Patrick's Day episode. It is my birthday today. I am 32 years old.
Damn, how does it feel to have another year around the sun?
Another year, 32 summers, bro.
Yeah.
32 winters.
Summers, 32 winters.
Yo. Wow. Man. I mean, what if you're born like right after winter? Would it count then? Will you be technically always off? Like I'm 31 summers on and 32 winters?
Yeah.
Right? That's stupid anyways.
Yeah.
I actually had a stupider question, a stupider theory, but I think it makes sense. I have a question for all you vegans.
And give us the reason.
What did the vegans do?
No, it's not what it's what do they do? They're vegans. This is what they did. This is my theory, okay?
Okay. We ready for it.
I was at the pet store and I had a thought. Vegans, do you feed your pets plant-based foods? It's a stupid theory. It's a stupid thought. It's dumb. But you say you're vegan, you shouldn't be eating animals, you shouldn't be eating this, but yet you give your dog slow-cooked chicken recipe?
That is a good fucking
You give him lamb and brown rice?
That is a good point.
Bro, I was sitting, me and D were at PetSmart, and we're walking in there, and I'm looking at all these foods, and I'm like, baby, what about all the vegans? Why, and we're talking about, we're even talking about like dehydrating our own chicken and then giving it to the dog, right? Because you just do that. It's just easier, whatever, right? And you can save some money.
Yep.
And then I'm like, what are these vegans doing? How do they feel that they're giving their animal? Well, no, because he's an animal and he should be eating the foods of his primal way.
Just like.
Well, then the argument could then be said, well, no, we've advanced and they haven't. So we don't need to eat meat anymore.
We do need it.
Come on.
We
Animal
do need
is
it.
animal.
We are
Venison
animal.
and sweet potato recipe.
But
Venison.
look at the
venison?
ingredients of kibble.
Didn't I say this was a dumbass question? I was stupid.
Doggy kibble. What do they use?
Kibble?
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently that's like that Imes and Kibbles and Bits is like the McDonald's of dog
But are
food.
they using like
Plant-based.
plant-based stuff?
I mean, it's probably a bunch of bullshit in there.
I would assume it's like, hot dog stuff. Like, you just grind up everything, dehydrate it, pack it
I
in.
was like, oh yeah, Imes. I'm like, why don't you get an Imes? And she's like, no, that stuff's like garbage. It's just great marketing. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not a dog owner.
But kibble is just like the easiest thing and the most common
Kibble,
food.
you mean like dry food?
Yeah, that's like the dry food, yeah.
Oh, I mean like that's like
The big bags.
big bag. See, she buys those.
Yeah.
But it's like the whatever healthy one.
Yeah.
Like it's expensive and it lasts them for like 2 months.
Like Think Smart. Is that what it was
Something.
called?
I don't know what she have, but like it's Nutro.
Oh, yeah.
Nutro's the
Yeah,
one she have.
Yeah, no, there are plant-based like dog foods. And
Bro,
like,
I gotta look
So
this
this
up
has
now.
to be like is this like a new market segment, or is this like it's always been plant-based? Because obviously if now veganism, is that what they call it, is so popular now, they're like, vegans are going to want to feed their dog vegan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So did they just enter the market recently?
I mean, yo, imagine you're a vegan and the only meat, and then hold on, you're a vegan, but yet you give your dog raw food. Like, you know, there's some people
Raw
who
food
give
diet,
like
yeah.
straight chicken and whatever, and they cut it up. Imagine the temptation when you're seasoning up this chicken, because vegans
Take a bite.
Vegans have no spice in their cupboard. So I mean, like,
You assume you don't need it for veggies. Straight lettuce.
you know what I'm saying, bro?
We can't even boil our veggies because we're killing water.
No, I'm telling you, I heard, I'm 100%, I'm telling, not that, but I'm telling you, I heard it somewhere. I don't know where I read it. I hope it is complete foolishness. I heard that somebody said that they noticed that when you were uprooting a carrot from the ground, that it adds stress.
To what? You?
The carrot.
The carrot.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I read it somewhere. I'm telling you, I seen it somewhere, bro. And I couldn't believe. I was like, what?
So what is the correct way? What is the humane way to harvest the carrot?
It's like,
Well, first you gotta read it a book so you make sure it doesn't get stressed. Give it a nice little massage.
yeah.
Right.
Massage the oil.
Massage
The dirt.
everything, then slowly stick your fingers in and caress. But you have to, don't be violent about it. And no gloves, because it's not natural. It's not like skin to skin contact. So you just put your fingers in, you dig it out.
So if it's a pink fruit or veggie, you put two fingers on the fruit and then one finger on the dirt.
On the dirt, yes. And then you take
know,
it
you
out
know.
you take it out like this. Very carefully.
Very
That's it.
carefully.
Very
Very-
carefully.
what is that?
Very carefully. Very, very, very carefully.
Oh my god, man. Uncle Clutch.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What up?
I'm here.
Are you an uncle?
Yeah. Got a nephew.
You got a nephew.
Little nephew.
Oh, so your sister had the baby.
Wait,
Mhm.
Desi was pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
You didn't know?
Holy. Hold on, no, she wasn't pregnant then. No, she wouldn't have been. Oh my gosh. Damn. Boy, girl,
Boy.
Nephew.
nephew. Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you. Nephew, wow. Oh my gosh,
Well,
man.
congrats, Uncle Clutch.
This thing has a long ass name, so I'm calling him Tony. For short.
Tony.
Oh, God.
For short.
Are you going to air out his name?
No.
I
tell
assume
you
his
guys
name is
after.
Anthony.
Can I know his
No.
first name?
Huh?
Can I know his first name?
D'Antonio.
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 Mm.
That's a black name.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a
Mm-hmm.
black name, bro.
Mhm.
D. Marcus.
D'Antonio.
D'Antonio.
D's nuts. Man, it was nice. So, I got to hold him, and I was like, "Oh, he's so small."
Yeah.
And
Did you
that
get
reminded you?
flashbacks?
reminded me that I do not want to have any more kids.
God.
'Cause, I heard that cry, that baby cry, and I was like, "Nope." I was like,
I'll
"Nope,
pass.
Yeah, not again. No,
Not
more.
again.
No,
You don't want a
sir.
boy though.
No, I don't want any more kids.
You don't want a boy though.
No, I don't want any more kids.
You don't want a boy though.
I don't want any more kids.
You sure?
100%.
If you were gonna have one more kid, Arliss,
I wouldn't.
would you prefer?
I would prefer a girl if I was gonna have another kid.
Really?
Yeah. Sandwich all the boys in the middle. Girl, boy, boy, girl. That's what I would have done. Would have wanted.
What do you mean? Would have? You still got a chance?
Fuck that. I ain't having no more kids. It's a
Nah?
waste of money. The waste of money.
It's a bad investment.
Oh yeah.
Whoever told us to invest the stocks in the children market,
No
Mm-mm.
way.
Man,
no bueno.
I know,
But
yeah.
they are good for life. They are good for life. Just not for money. That's all.
Yeah, Mike's. Mike. He FaceTimed me this morning saying happy birthday, and his daughter was there, and she's just kind of rolling around, and she's in the boring phase. I always say kids like that right now, they're in the boring phase. They can't talk and walk and stuff, So
Yep.
Can't do nothing with them.
yeah, you can't like play with them.
Some people call them like potatoes because they're just there.
Or brotatoes.
Uncle, man, jeez, wow, man, life. I just remember Des when she was way younger, man. Now she had a youth, bro.
Yep.
Phew.
Lives with
Life.
her boyfriend and everything.
Life, man.
Does she live with her boyfriend and everything?
Live with who?
Her boyfriend, her baby daddy.
No, they're my parents' house.
Well, that's good. But they're still together.
Yeah.
That's good.
Proper things.
I just noticed, Arliss, you have so in the studio we have a lot of different little trinkets and memorabilia pieces and things like that, and cups and big ass stupid Lego pieces and more Lego stupidness.
Yeah,
But
baby.
Arliss had this one action figure guy. He was welding and he had him on a snowboard, and now he has the person on skis. What are you doing? The person on the snowboard's right here.
The person on the snowboard's
Okay, never
right
mind. We good. Never mind.
Hey, maybe you wanted to switch it up.
Yeah,
I was gonna have to box up Arliss the way Mike Tyson about to box up Jake Paul, bro.
Oh shit!
Come on, man.
Bro, I think that might be the only event that I might put some money down.
Or watch.
Really? You're gonna bet?
You gonna watch?
I'll
though?
bet. No, I'm not gonna watch it.
Who you
Listen.
gonna bet for? Who you betting on?
Mike Tyson, obviously.
Everybody knows, bro. Everybody, listen. Listen.
Bro, like the warm-ups Mike Tyson was doing,
Dude,
bro,
he
this
looking-
guy knocked off the glove off his shirt. Bro, this
Yeah, I
guy's
saw that one.
there's a reason why he's
Iron Mike, they
Balrog
call him
in Street Fighter. There's
Yup.
a reason.
What?
Street
He's
Fighter
Street Fighter
characters were made
character.
after him.
Balrog, the boxer in Street Fighter, that's Mike Tyson.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I
Wow.
mean, he is 60.
But he's
60?
moving fast. Like he's moving
quick, guy.
fast.
Listen.
He is, but he is 60.
Listen, this guy's living his dream. He gets to fight his idol,
Yeah,
a person that he highly respects.
he's gonna get his first real punch.
Listen, he loves playing into the bad guy. He knew. I think he did like 2 other fights recently, and nobody watched it. It wasn't like a big thing. And when I say nobody watched it, like to the level of when he knocked out who's the basketball player? They
Nate
knocked out?
Robinson.
Nate
Yeah.
Robinson, or when he fought the UFC fighter and knocked his ass out too. Like those were like more marketed to
Yep.
people. And everybody was like, "Yo, we're gonna watch this." Like it's Mike Tyson guy. Come on
Yep.
now, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be. Who'd you say is better, Jake or Logan?
Jake's better.
I should ask Mike, because Mike would know. He'd give me a full breakdown of, well, you
Who's
know,
the
when he
one-
fought
yeah.
this person and in this round specifically that Jake did this, but then if you look over at Logan, he'll give you.
Listen, when they first started doing the boxing thing, I was like, this is a freaking joke. Like, this is some joke thing. You know what I mean? But he actually is like, he's actually a boxer. He's not like, I don't think
legit.
he'd be
Better than
able
his
to.
brother.
Yeah,
You said
I don't
Jake
think
is better. You said.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to. I don't know if he'll be able to do like actual boxing, like WBC type shit. And he hasn't actually fought an
Fight
actual. Yeah.
Well, they're different weight classes. but
Okay.
like, yeah.
So then, what's Mayu? Just knocked out Mayu last weekend.
Joshua.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not heavyweight though, bro. He's not that big.
Either he can get up there. He can get up
He
there.
probably could get up before he can go down. Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if he can get into those type of like boxing people who are currently consistently training in
Yeah.
boxing. And
Joshua
lift it is.
Anthony, yeah.
Yeah. Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua.
Ricky Bobby.
So, but I think this is the closest to like the
real thing.
real thing that he's
deal
gotten so
Holyfield.
far, even though he's sick, double his age, and hasn't boxed really in a long time.
Yeah, since
It's
yeah.
Mike.
Bro, this is gonna be one for the ages, man. Everybody's already saying it's gonna be rigged and whatnot. I'm still gonna watch it. Not pay
On
for
Netflix.
it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's on Netflix. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Netflix is streaming it.
Yeah. Big move for Netflix.
For all the people that didn't get locked off of Netflix for not having the same household password,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So for sure.
I mean, I think this is gonna be a good one. I hope it is.
Yeah, hey, listen, we
I'm not
all
gonna
know what
watch
we
it.
want to see, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
That he gets knocked out.
I guess it's not gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, I don't think
He
it's
might not
gonna
get
happen.
knocked out, but I think Mike Tyson will hurt
Daze
him.
him?
Will hurt him
Oh,
bad.
when he gets that hit, he's gonna be
No.
like,
He's
gonna
this is
feel it.
not
I
like
think-
everybody else.
I think, man, you guys have to understand. Like, Jake's Logan is more known for his podcast,
Mhm.
but Jake has a podcast too. And Tyson was on there like years ago.
Yeah.
So they have a familiarity with each other, and they're cool
Yeah.
and whatever. I mean, obviously,
you
when
think
he
he's
gets in the ring, it's a
gonna, you think
different
he's gonna pull his punches? I don't think Mike Tyson's pulling anything.
I mean, listen, we live in a different age now. I don't know if it's going to be rigged, but I mean, there probably will be some things in the contract where it's like, you know, listen, Jake Paul's an image, and he can keep this thing going for a while, bro. I just seen before we went on the pod, he was like, he did Mike Tyson's face tattoo, and
in the
he
ear?
reenacted, and he reenacted him biting the ear, kind of thing, right? So we could do these,
Yeah.
these play foo things, and
If
you know,
he's
keep it
smart,
rolling.
he would
So, like,
rig
why
it.
would he get if he gets knocked out, bro? His whole thing is done. Now he's gonna have to
Not
learn something else.
necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't think it would be done because
That would
everybody,
give exposure. That would big him up.
right? And then so
I
like,
think if he got knocked out by
if
Mike
he got
Tyson,
knocked out by
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, yeah. First off, he got in the ring with him,
yeah,
but I think it does more for him if he knocks out Mike Tyson.
well, that's not.
If I was Mike Tyson, they offered me a bag to drop.
out, you do it?
Bro, at this point in my career, I'm never not going to be Mike Tyson. Like that's never not going to happen. If you get knocked out at 60, who cares? You're giving me 30 mil. You're giving me an actual bag
have
to
to give
do
him
it.
yeah, bro,
not that he
straight.
needs the money. He doesn't need the money at this point. But I mean, a bag's
I think
a bag.
you know what?
I'm taking it.
No, you know why I don't think it would happen?
Let us know in the
Because-
comment chat.
Would you do it?
You guys taking the bag or are you?
I
You're
think-
already known as the greatest boxer.
No, but I know, but you have to understand when you see Mike Tyson, when you've seen even Mike Tyson's podcast, you see him talk to these people, or you see him when he went on Joe Rogan. Mike Tyson is a real nigga, and I'm telling you, he from the streets, he from real struggle. I don't think he has that kind of. He has real heart. He doesn't have that type of demeanor. He doesn't have that type of personality where there's that little inch or inclination that he's gonna like falter to the
which
bullshit.
is why it would be the perfect one. Which is
I don't-
why it would be
nah,
the perfect one.
I don't
What would
think
you
so,
do?
bro. What would I do? Would I take the bag?
Say, I don't know. This fight's going to be big, so we can say 30 mil. We can say 30 mil
I
bag.
think that's too little.
No, this is just to throw it. This is not for all the other shit around it.
Would I do it? Would I
And you're-
throw a fight?
And you're in Mike Tyson's situation. You're a legend. You already have your businesses going. You have your podcast. He's making bare money already.
No,
I would do
I
it.
don't need it. I don't need it.
I wouldn't.
doing
I
it.
wouldn't
I don't need
either.
it. I don't
I
need
would.
it. Why do you need it?
Why do I need to not do it?
Yeah, but
It's
it's
not
gonna
even-
be. Yeah, but like, why? Like, yo, especially when you come back to your boys, be like, yo, bro, how long I known you for, bro? You was a bitch, and you went and took 30 mil. You don't even need that money, bro. What do you mean? Look all the other businesses he has.
Yeah.
He doesn't need 30 mil.
Yeah.
For me, it's not about the money. For me, if that was me in my case, it's all about the competitor. Me being a competitor, I wouldn't do it. Like that's
I don't
like
care.
me saying like
At
I give it up.
60, at
Nah.
60, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you care.
When
man.
this is you guys talking about being competitors when you haven't accomplished what Mike Tyson's accomplished.
Even if I did, I'm still going
You're
in.
talking about a guy who is regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time. Right? Has the best moments in history of all time, has had a whole bunch of slumps already, drug use, sexual assaults, all these type of things. And that wasn't even enough to take down his legendary status. And you're telling me that if you had all that life things, and then you offered a bag, whether it's 30 mil, 60 mil, 100 mil, and you're offered a bag, you think that is going to overtake your competitiveness after you've already accomplished literally everything.
Okay, so cool. Then I don't agree with Clutch, but then what I agree with is the fact that he's a real guy. Doesn't even have to have his competitiveness. Just him naturally as how he grew up. He's not gonna want to falter to a little 30 mil when he don't really need
Well,
it.
we don't know if it's the number. What if it's 100 mil then? So you're saying there's a price. If you're saying it's
Okay,
30 mil, then you're saying there is a
no,
price.
I'm not saying there's a price. I would say the only reason he's going back in there, bro, is because he wants to have fun. He wants to jump around. And
he's not taking it serious. So he's not taking it serious. Because how does a boxer like Mike Tyson take Jake Paul serious? When Jake Paul is the history of people that Jake Paul has fought, and boxing is all about who you fought before, right?
I think
it's all about who you fought before.
I think
how does he take it serious?
Yeah, he's gonna, so he's gonna jump around there. He's still gonna have fun. When he was doing it in his career, he was still having fun because he loved it. He had an actual joy for it, and that's why he's going back.
He had
in the
a
first
joy
place.
for fighting. He said on his podcast that he didn't like the person he used to be in the ring, because when he got in the ring, it was
became
just
an animal.
different. Yes.
You know what? You're right. You're correct.
It was a complete
You're correct.
animal. There was no fun. He was just wanting to take a guy's head off.
Perfect. I was wrong. And you know what he also said to Joe when they were asking him about going back in the ring? He's like, I don't know if I can go back in the ring because I will turn back into that animal. How did I forget
absolutely.
about this? So then
He did
why
say
is
that.
why would he? Then how could you give him a bag?
Animal is animal.
Animal is
Animal
animal.
is animal. How can you expect an animal? That's the only animal that is not beneath me, Mike Tyson. But it's,
For the haters,
that's the only animal that like. Why would you want him to unleash that animal again?
Yep.
and then pay him a bag to then belittle or compromise that inner animal that he has, bro. Like, why would he want to do that to himself?
Two things. First off, I don't think he would throw it. I said he should throw it. Number one. Number two, none of that compromises his legendary status. Number three, he's 60.
I never said his legendary status. I said him personally.
Okay, that's fine. Number three, he's 60. Number four, I could keep going. This is not a serious fight. This is less serious than Floyd Mayweather and
Logan Paul.
McGregor.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't a serious fight.
Was not a serious fight.
You know what I mean? And that was a closer fight, right? This is like Jake Paul needs to get out of celebrity boxing joke things,
fight real man
for me to think that Mike Tyson's going to take this serious.
I think, but Mike has looked at him, looked at how he boxed, look at how he's fought, and you can say, like, this guy has actual potential.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially because now they know each other. I think he's going to go in there. I don't think he's going to, like, really box him up because he'll still have, like, some sort of...
Unless he turns into the animal.
I mean, then that's an issue.
And see, that's the problem. So he's either going to go in there and throw it unintentionally because, I know this guy, I'm not going to punch him as hard, and not get a bag. Right?
Bro, even if Mike Tyson gets on a knee, oh my gosh.
Right?
Hit.
This is the thing. If he loses straight up, people are still going to think he threw it. They're going to be like, 100%. They're going to say he threw him the bag. Like, if he loses, they're going to say he threw him the bag. He must have thrown it. There's
if he wins, they're going to say, that's
what's supposed to happen. Exactly. So if he fights this guy straight up, younger guy, and he loses, he still gets the same scrutiny than he would if he would have just taken a bag. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'd say it's better to go down fighting.
I think I'd rather with the bag.
Him lose than rather him just lose by decision than him lose by knockout.
Yeah, I agree. I think that would be a better outcome.
But that's everybody. That's what everybody wants, bro. I
want to see people get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, you don't want to see Mike Tyson get knocked out.
No, I don't.
Right?
No.
Even when he went back in the ring with, was it Holyfield that he went back in with? Years ago when he finally got back in the ring. Either way.
Yeah.
We didn't want to see, we wanted to see them punch and do whatever they do, but like, I don't know. I wasn't really trying to see two uncles. Somebody was that looks like two uncles at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Arguing and getting drunk. So yeah, bro. I mean, that's the life of sports. It's the life of sports, man. There's more stuff going on in sports, though.
Yes. Like the Centennial and Seneca volleyball game. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
So there was a Centennial and Seneca volleyball game, right? And what had happened was...
Did you watch the game?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
What? Volleyball men's?
Well, it was a women's volleyball game.
Okay.
Yeah,
but there were trans people on the court. On both sides.
Well,
so...
Was there a protest or something?
No. The game went on, and there were a total of 5 transgender players on the volleyball team, right? They all were on the court, and there were some girls on the team who were on the bench that never played the game at all.
Why? There was no rotation?
They just kept the better players on the court.
They had better stamina. They were stronger.
Yeah. So this was a
what was the score? Was it close or?
I don't know what the score was. Should I find the score?
They had some on both sides, bro. That was a high scoring game.
But they had scored. Yeah, they had teams on both sides. There was a total of 5. This was on January 24th. So this was like
that was a high scoring, a very long rally.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
Bro, I want to see some clips from that.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it up right now.
Put it up on the screen.
Yeah. So go ahead.
I want to see that. That is. What do you expect? I would have been cheesed if I was the dad and like my daughter's on the bench
and you came to exactly. If you're a parent of an athlete and you come far and
but like nah, man, come on.
Listen, politics? Politics?
What there needs to be is they have their own league. That's it, bro. It's not even a disrespecting. It's just it just makes sense. Listen, you're okay.
Bro, I can't find a video that's not a news video, so I'm not going to put it up.
Yeah, so it's going to be flagged. Listen. you need your own league. That's it.
The trans league.
Simple as that. The trans league, bruh. We don't even merge. You think we don't even put one person, not even the best player, to go and defend LeBron when he go and jump for a dunk. So
Right.
you're trying to tell me we should do that with every other sport? Like, what are you talking about? You're like, people don't even know or have the don't even have the don't have
Say
the
it with your
confidence.
chest.
They don't even have the confidence to define what a woman is, but then cutting off a gender, how does that validate it, right? So here, cutting off gender, so cutting off like your piece, how does that validate it? Or adding a piece, how does that validate it? So you just have your own league. Well, that's as simple as that.
It just
There's
makes the most sense.
That's no hate or whatever, but that's just straight up. Because I wouldn't want to play. I'm not gonna play against a chick. No, I'm not. I'm gonna run her over. Run her over.
And if I'm a chick, am I going to want to play against a man? Well, the thing is, they're going to say that it has to be all inclusive.
Inequality and equality. Okay, so then let's just have all co-ed teams.
Oof. I mean, that's fair too.
Yeah.
Have all co-ed
All
teams,
co-eds,
all
no matter, all
leagues.
sport. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Problem
No,
solved.
big for real.
You know what I mean? Mind you, that bench would be filled. No, oh my God, I thought of the worst thing. I thought of the worst thing. That bench, oh my God, that bench would be filled
Don't do it.
with that bench. Yo, you know,
Or let him say, but actually bleep it when you say you're going to bleep something out.
You want me to bleep
that,
it?
Actually-
let's see how
Alright,
bad.
so-
Let's see how bad it is. Let's see how bad it is. So, you remember how, in Coming to America,
Mhm.
when the whole family got up and they left the grease stain behind them, there'd be so many
Oh, yeah.
ladies on the bench when they all stand up, bro. There'd be like a
Bro, let me get this timing on this.
because they'd be on the bench for so long, bro.
Is this Redwood?
Let me put this in caps. Wow.
Hey,
That
yay.
one I'm not bleeping.
Yeah.
Everybody can figure the rest
No,
of it out. But yeah, so what are you going to do when our kids and your kids are in school and are in school and they have to deal with these things? College by then,
Yeah,
It's gonna be a different world.
Okay, so perfect time for me to actually bring this up.
Dee's pregnant?
Bro, you're like the 9th person
God damn.
to ask me that.
Because is it true?
Everybody keeps thinking that, like with the party coming
Just-
up, that
just
everybody
tell
thinks
us.
that's no.
Is he going to announce it at the party?
He is.
Oh my gosh, man.
We're gonna go there. We're
Yes.
gonna see blue, pink, and then gray cupcakes.
Great, yeah, but not in my house.
Bro.
That's why I'm marrying her.
If you announce a surprise thing like that, I'm a crash or something. I'm going to start getting mad and be like, what?
No. She my thought, where the hell was I going? I was talking, oh yeah. So Killer Mike
Yes.
still didn't listen to his rap album yet, but I seen a post and he said everybody's going crazy over who is gonna win the election. Who's a senator in your area? Who, or applicable to Canada? Who's your ward leader? Do you know what I mean? Who's the district? All these other people. Who's the head council? Who's the this staff for the school department? He's like, we can argue and disagree, but if I don't see you at the town meetings, you can't say nothing to me. So I think to answer your question is when I get to that part where I'm a parent, I would like to think that I'm going to be at those places to then try to push for some sort of change. And it's not like, bro, it's not a, yeah, okay. Yes. If you look at it, it is a segregation change that I want. Yes. Because you want the men to be with the men and the women to be with the women. And then if you identify as one or the other, there should be a category for you because
A league?
thank you. A league that has a category of this tier and whatever.
Yep.
There's a lot more trans people than there were when we were kids. By the time I have kids and our kids are like 17, 18, that's just reality. There's going to be a lot more. So then now
sure.
there's going to be an avenue that you can have this league, right?
Yes.
You can even go all the way up to you can have rep league
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. And I bet you right now. Let's just call it what it is. That would just be hilarious if when there's a trans league, the men who then became women. I bet you that one is still going to be more popular than the girls who turn into guys. But I guarantee
No, it'll all
you.
be one league.
Yeah,
Both would all be one
it'll
league?
be all
All be
one
one.
league. Yeah, but I mean, you could really divert even.
Like you
could
said,
have two
the
separate
bench
leagues.
would be, no.
Yeah.
The bench-
Yeah,
no,
you could
no,
really, you
no.
could really like have an extra 2 leagues then. Yeah, that could work too, bro.
So to cap it off, what are you for? Everything in one league or a
Separation.
or a third league?
Separation.
Separation,
and
third
fourth
league,
league.
third and fourth league.
Yeah.
I want to see some co-ed.
You want to see some co-ed?
Bro, I played with some girls before, man. They're like, oh my God, I played with shut up. You know what?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying this while I have like a stain of some
Makeup?
woman's makeup on my white shirt. Bro, D hugged me today and she said, "Who that?"
Oh, so it wasn't even her.
I said, "Are you that?"
Are you that?
My vibes were tough.
Yeah. Free vibes. No. No. I want to see some separation. I think that's going to make the game. I think it'll make it more simple in terms of the competitiveness to, I don't know. I feel like it's not appeasing everybody. It just makes sense. That's it, bro.
Okay.
Feel the Olympics should follow suit.
Bro, the Olympics.
That's where it's gonna start, if anything.
No.
Yeah, I say yeah because of how the Olympics is all about all countries coming together to compete in one event.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
the thing.
no, yeah, I could see it starting with the Olympics
Because you know what's gonna happen?
Then that's gonna be the people are gonna follow suit.
You know what's gonna happen? Because a lot of countries obviously don't recognize trans and stuff right now. Like
some
good
might
luck.
even pull out.
Good luck. Yeah, out of the Olympics.
Pretty funny.
Some might pull out of the Olympics. Like imagine Russia, even though they're probably not in the Olympics. But the thing is, when they start when they allow other countries to be bringing trans people into the already established men and female thing, and some people are getting washed, they're gonna be like, yo.
Well, then think about it. Like Dubai will never go into that category.
Never, or they just probably won't be in the Olympics at all. Because like in the beginning, say America's like, okay, we're gonna put a trans. I don't know how it works. As a trans man. If you're a trans man, you're what? You are a man.
If you're a trans man, no, you're a chick who then became a man.
Into a female, so if it's the opposite,
If you're a
trans female,
woman, you're
and
a
you
man
put
who became a woman.
then you put her into the female wrestling.
She's getting washed, bro. Come on, stop it.
So that's just the
Let's
thing.
be honest. Let's be
That's
honest.
when they're gonna start changing shit up. I think they should just get ahead of it. It just makes sense.
There are some girls who have more, there's some girls who have like testosterone, not obviously to the level of a male, but there are also some women who are super strong, like, Ronda Rousey or some ladies in the UFC. But we're talking about majority, not the one-off, like, stars from another planet and they have this like crazy vertical and, what I mean? They're the frame of their body. There was one girl, I think she had to take like a testosterone deterrent because she had too much in her body and it was natural. She naturally had more testosterone in her body than the legal amount to qualify for. It was like I think it was it was track and field.
Mm-hmm.
And she literally was like, I literally was born like this. I don't take GHG or whatever, growth hormones, whatever. And she's like, this is just how I am. And she had to take that to then bring herself down to where it was allowed.
That's some bullshit. Louder girl, man. Louder girl.
It was some bullshit. So, yeah, what do you feel like, Carlos?
I kind of would want to see the co-ed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just to see it. I would want to see both, really. I think adding other leagues will work better. But just for sheer entertainment, man.
Yeah.
Sheer entertainment.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want to. Actually, I do know. I you know what I want? Them to free vibes. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, the time has come and it has passed. Vibes Cartel, his case in Britain against the highest level of court in the UK, which obviously still has a lot of power in Jamaica because of how their legislation and everything is, their legal system is. And his case has been quashed, as a lot of people put it. Quash means it's been rejected, and they put it out and they pushed it. They pretty much pushed it back to Jamaicans, like, yo, we think that there's some tampering and things like that. You guys deal with it. I can read you guys like a small bit of an article that was here. Cartel and others were sentenced to life imprisonment. Obviously, we all know this. However, the Privy Council said in its judgment a short while ago that the men's conviction should be quashed on the grounds of juror misconduct. So what they were saying is, apparently the big proof that they have on these guys is that the order was said and brought out through a text message to be like, yo, chop him body up so that we can't find him. And they actually did a phenomenal job, because unfortunately whoever did it, because the man's body still hasn't been found. So they said that was tampered with, and that it wasn't them who said the text or whatever. And then also says here in the rest of the article, lawyers from the appellants have raised issues of the breaches of the Charter of Rights in relation to telecommunications evidence used against the men. So again, like I was saying, they think that, the phone companies or whatever, there was some sort of tampering. And that's why they're now pushing it back to Jamaica to be like, you guys deal with this, and then see if they now want to bring up a trial again. So he's not out. He's not free. There's still some other parts
still
that are
charged.
Left. He's still charged. He's still going back to jail. But now,
if they don't do a trial,
then it's over.
And he's back
on
the road.
So, and then they just want to see if they just want to throw out the case completely. That's where we're at right now. Just not even to see if he's guilty or innocent, but just to throw the case, because they're pushing the fact that it's been long and laborious, and this has wasted the court's time and blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that if they have to retrial, they have to reinvestigate as well.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Wow, it's gonna take some time.
Evidence can't be, they can't use old evidence or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. You can't use, I don't know if that's how Canada is.
Well,
so I don't know. And it's the same, pretty close to legal.
Yeah, judicial system, yeah.
So, I mean,
bro, you seen everybody in Jamaica? Him come out! You see like a lady in the pink?
yeah. I saw that. I'm like, holy.
Oh boy, man.
It will be a party.
In Waterford, that's where my mom comes from, and my stepfather. Waterford. That's what they're interviewing in Jamaica, man. Oh my goodness. But
this ought to be a good birthday present for you.
It's been a good week, my friend. It's been a good week. We're not going under. I'll get you get your money longer. Ready?
Who was that?
That's fine.
Obviously.
That's Busy Signal.
Busy.
But I was watching another video too. There's this gentleman named M.R. He's a white British guy. People are saying that he's culture appropriating. And I wanted to bring up the topic because there was a specific episode he was on some podcast. And listen, sometimes you don't need to see the full clip. You know what I mean? They always say, oh, you just watched a little clip.
Yeah.
You didn't get the full context. Sometimes you don't need context. Sometimes all the context and illustration and the meaning and the definition is right in what you said in those 30 seconds. And I understand there's nothing you can really do.
So you watched 30 seconds of this clip.
And I'm happy with it.
And how much of this clip was left?
To the rest of the video?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I didn't know and look it up.
If you tell me you watched 30 seconds of a 30-minute clip, it's like, you watched the intro?
No, it was the first ad.
The first ad, he's like, fuck this, I just seen what I need to see.
One Jamaican lady was interviewing him and the next guy, and then she's like, you guys are from here and blah, blah, blah. I'm more Jamaican than you. Now, this gentleman, Mdar, is a white man. Doesn't really matter because, he's from Britain. And has only been to Jamaica, when? Like a few years ago?
Yeah, like when he started to pop off.
When he started to do the Jamaican thing. So then when she said to him, to go back to it, she said, I'm more Jamaican than both of you. The other gentleman that he was with was some next African guy. I don't even know. Right? And then he's like, hold on. When last you been to Jamaica? Hold on. Nobody can tell me none. When last you been to Jamaica? When last you been there with the people in the streets and this is that? And I'm like, why does that matter? So my Jamaicanness or my culture or I don't want to say blackness because we're not talking black, talking about culture. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
My culture is depicted on how often I go back to what? Reinvent myself, to what?
Remind myself,
assert myself in the soil of the culture of whatever place you're from. Because then that makes absolutely no sense. Because, okay, so if we're going with that theory, then every Jamaican that left for a better life in the 70s
is no longer Jamaican.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like, but it's the fact of if I left a country and now I left all my customs and heritage and, rituals of what it may be when it comes to cooking or healing, when it comes to, herbs and all these natural things, bro. Natural, bro. Mm-hmm. You know how much I love that natural peanut butter in my house? I'm getting off topic. Listen.
Oh gosh.
Listen, if we're going off of that theory, so I think it's like, at what point are we calling things culture appropriation? Like what, can somebody be more Jamaican than you? Can somebody be more Caribbean than you? Yes or no, fellas?
Yeah, if they are still there, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's your culture that you've been brought up with, right? And that you take with you is what makes you Jamaican. Yeah. You cannot erase the Jamaicanness from people, no matter what.
Not even
you know what I mean? Not even with the cake soap. Because you can't even say cake soap because you have to say it in a Jamaican way, in a Caribbean way. You know what I mean? Yeah. You have to say the cake soap, Yeah. So it's like, you can't, there's no way. It's hard for me to think that somebody who appropriates the culture, and I don't know if I'll classify dude as appropriate. I think he's really on the line here, especially when he's telling somebody all the nonsense that you say he was saying. I don't know if you can be more Jamaican than that lady because she was grown up. You discovered, but she was grown up in it.
And you can have a love for something and be like, cultured.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, listen.
But when you turn it into an attack.
Yeah, and it's like, is that saying then now you're gatekeeping? If you say, okay, look, I grew up watching 106 in Park. Cool, right? If you now never watched it and you literally watched the entire series from front to back, am I like still belittling your culture because you didn't watch it with me back in, 2003 and turn down the music and then do the voicemail and turn that shit back up right at that exact moment? You know what I mean? Like, well, those are all the little intricacies of growing up in the culture, right?
Yeah,
that you do miss out on.
For sure.
So it's like, are we gatekeeping now at this point? So I think, what I think is
he'll never wake up to his mom making sorrow in the morning.
Right.
You don't know that smell.
There's different levels to culture. Yeah. You're not going to wake up to like a house that smells fresh of ackee and saltfish and dumpling in the morning, bro. Plantain. And if you ever said plantain, you're in an African house. We're not talking about you right now.
So that's the difference between growing up with something and discovering something. There's nothing wrong with either. Yeah. But Yeah,
no, I think it really bothered me to be like, well, how does that? I remember, bro, I remember back in high school, it used to really bother me, when people were like, you're not black or whatever. And it was like, somebody showed me something. Does it still bother you? Does it still bother me? I don't know. I don't really think so. I think it's more of, I want to have a conversation and be like, are you joking or like you actually like serious? Because like I don't think you know what you're talking about right now. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're like actually serious, because now we're adults and it's like a different conversation. Because then I would take offense to it because
if they're being serious,
if you're being serious, if like I would take offense to be like, bro, like it's not like that. Like I think you're getting a little twisted. Bro, I remember one time somebody was like, oh, they're trying to describe to me a chalice. At the time, I didn't know what a chalice was, bro. I'm not whatever. He said, oh, I went to Jamaica and, we smoked the thing. Oh, you know what that thing's called? And then like somebody said it before I could. And he's like, oh, no, I want to see, bro. Like he's not like Jamaican. Da, da, da. I'm like, bro, do you even know what like curry crab and dumpling it? Like that's like, do you know what the difference between bus up shot and paratha is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, anything. Roti and like, I just.
Dal puri,
dal puri and all of them things, right?
They don't know.
I think there's a difference between experiencing and then falling in love with the culture, and then discovering. You know what I mean? Sorry, discovering and falling in love. Whereas the difference then like experiencing and growing up in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. And then if we can get to a place where it's like, all right, we both are here and you can experience it and we can both laugh at the same thing and I don't have to explain it to you, then we're in a good place.
Yeah.
But if you're going to try and come and belittle me, bro, you're going to get yourself embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know why people have to take things and try to use them as weapons in those kind of ways. Like,
I think
what are you doing for yourself?
Well, then it also kind of backs onto like certain things, you know, Dr. Umar might say where it's like, you know, you're not black if you date a white woman or something. You're disgracing your race or whatever. But I think if you're trying to tell me you're more black than me, that's you internally telling me it could that you technically want to be black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
You don't have, yeah. You don't necessarily. You shouldn't have to try to be black. You just are what you are.
Right, but I don't want to veer off. I don't want to make it like a race thing. I want to make it more of like a culture thing. Like,
it is a culture thing.
It is.
I'm talking about black culture.
Right.
You shouldn't have to try to be in the black culture and have somebody tell you, like Dr. Umar, say that, like you said, internally he's saying.
Well, he says when you mate with a white woman outside of your race, you are committing. It's pretty much saying that you I can't remember how he puts it. He puts it in an eloquent way, an eloquently disrespectful way to say that you hate your blackness.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then people who think they're more blacker than you or more cultured than you or something, whatever, then it's like the same thing, but it's like, not really. You just wanted to grow up listening to, you know, Barris Hammond when you were younger, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I won't just. Yeah, I grinded my gears a little bit, man. When I seen it, I'm just like, what is he talking about?
So do you think he's an appropriator? What's his name?
M.R.
I mean, that song is his viral song's kind of crazy though.
Yeah, I know. I can't even lie.
Yeah,
I can't even lie, bro. I think sorry, somebody sent me a birthday gift. I just seen that. That was a blessing. Thank you. Mind your business.
What is it?
Nothing. Did you hear my phone go off?
No.
Monetary stuff.
Monetary gifts, man.
Nice.
I appreciate it. It's all love. I think
Dinner's on KT today. Woo!
yo. So you know, at the party, bro, one of the things on the menu we could have had, and I said no.
Oh God,
mussels. I thought of you niggas right away, buddy. Hey, for the rest of y'all,
got PTSD.
Oh God.
So, for the rest of the listeners, we'll tell you about it next week. We'll tell you about it next episode.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, until then, we're gonna jump into our boardroom meeting. Thank you for listening so far to the Serious Business, Not So Serious podcast. We want you to show out and show up and follow and get connected with all of our social media platforms, like our X SeriousBiz_pod, our Instagram Serious Business Podcast. Make sure that you spell business. I got to keep telling y'all, BIZNESS. That's how you spell business. It's not BUSI. No, none of that nonsense. BIZNESS. Our YouTube, we're the only
one you want.
Serious Business Podcast. Hit us up on our email address, Serious Business Podcast, if you want to message us like what people already did to get into the boardroom. You can also hit us up on our cell phone, 365-866-1503. Again, 365-866-1503. Serious Business, the boardroom is where you, associates of the Serious Business Podcast, can talk ish to us, say what you want, give us slack, give us advice, give us your opinion, and we about to play about 3 of them. Clutch, go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right, so the first one. Hey guys, super random question, but I thought I'd get some input from the professionals. So my friend and I were talking at dinner the other day, and she asked me why I shower before I soak in my bath. She thinks it's weird that I shower first. I asked her if she showers before or after a bath, and she said neither because she would have just taken a bath. Now, I find that weird because you're sitting in dirty water for who knows how long, soaking, and you aren't going to wash off after, or at least before. So I guess my question is it weird to sit in dirty water and not shower before or after your bath?
I never fucking thought of this.
So, bro, 100%, buddy. I'm telling you right now, this girl is white. I'm telling you, bro. I know this, bro. My girl takes baths all the time.
Does she shower before?
Or after?
Hold on. What'd you say, Arliss?
Does she shower before?
No.
Does she shower after?
I hope so. I hope so. This girl loves to take baths, guy. It's ridiculous.
Baths are nice, man. When you had like a long day and your muscles are like tight.
Clutch is a bath taker.
Huh? Yeah, I take baths, especially when I'm sick.
You're the professional.
Do you just jump in? I don't even consider it dirty water, but that's
no. I don't consider it dirty water either.
I take a shower after I take a bath.
After.
Take a shower after.
Yeah, I shower after.
Yeah, but
because technically you are sitting in dirty water.
Yeah,
you're coming from work or whatever it is you're doing to go sit in water.
I don't know if I'd take a bath after work. I don't know about that.
But yeah, I mean.
But then again, I have a dirtier job.
I'll sit in the shower while the water's running, and I'll sit like that for a while.
Just sit and just
sit
chill.
in the tub, bro. Just sit in the tub and I'll just chill.
Do you when you mop the floors? Do you change the water after you've already mopped it?
Hold on, are we talking when I used to work at Silver City or like in my house?
In your house.
If the house is big enough, example, when I used to live at my mom's house, I think it was like per floor I'd have to change the water.
Mm-hmm.
That was like what I'm accustomed to.
Change the water or have a different clean water tank?
No, change the water.
Because technically if you're mopping the floor and then you put the mop back in, that's dirty water. You take it out.
Yes. But depending on how many times you dunk it back in, then that will contaminate the rest of the water. Yes. If I have like a gallon, okay? A gallon of water, and I'm walking around with it, and then I mop the floor, and then I put the mop back in the water. It's not necessarily like completely filthy. Like some of it still has the soap and the cleaning agent that's still strong enough to then when I put it back out and I put it on the floor, right? So for all you ladies now listening, and we're telling y'all how to mop, you better be in the house mopping when I get home. No, I'm joking. So see what I did there? So,
God.
So it's I don't think it's dirty water.
I don't think it's dirty water.
I think it's dirty water. So she does shower after. You know what's so funny? The first time D took like a really long bath, and I after she came out, I was like, "Did you shower? Or did you just do like the white people thing and just like wash your body with no rag?" Like I don't know. I don't know what you did. She's like, "No, of course I showered after. What's wrong with you?" Da, 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 da. And I got a loofah. So shoot.
Yeah, loofahs, bro, all day.
Okay, but what if the person's taking a bath and they scrub themselves in the bath?
Nah, come on, you tripping? And that's
it.
Mean? And that's it.
It's like the mopping the mop bucket. Because
like
if you put
you're sitting at your cave, you know, let's go to the Lululand, okay?
Okay, wait, with or without bubbles?
Arliss.
with
like so that's a cleaning agent. That's a cleaning agent,
okay,
right?
So picture yourself in a tub of water.
Okay,
you're scrubbing your body. You're getting all the dirt, the dead skin off your body.
Wait, hold on. I'm by myself.
Yes.
Oh shoot! All right, we got to restart. I was thinking about. She was in there with me. Hold on.
So you're in a hot tub, you know, steamy, nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, chilling. You got your loofah or whatever you want to use. Your exfoliating gloves. You know, you're scrubbing all the dead skin off. You know, your foot, balls. You know, ass crack, all that, and then you drain the water. Are you showering after, or are you getting out and drying yourself off?
I'm still showering after because as the water starts to go down,
the bubbles will be on you.
As the water starts, so this dirty water and all that shit and dead skin has now risen to the top of the water. As it goes down and passes your legs and it keeps going down, now it's on your leg. You know what I'm saying?
And it, all up in the region.
Yeah, because look, think of it. If I put a bunch of dirt on top of water and I leak that dirt is just going to sit on my hand, and the water is just going to continue to go.
Down.
Water is different than dirt, which is more of a solid, right? Denser. So it's going to just rest in my hand. So I'm still dirty. Right? Speaking of dirty, Arliss, put your armpit down, bro.
Like that?
That was... Whew.
I haven't taken a bath in 3 days. Actually, I only been taking baths.
I remember I heard the celebrities, they were like, it was like a big craze. They were like, "Oh, I only shower when I see dirt."
Yeah.
Bro, they even had Terry Crews say that. I'm like, no, not a nigga.
Bro.
Come on, man. Listen, that's why you should have just stayed quiet. Hold on. That's why you should have stayed quiet in training day and just stay quiet your whole career. We didn't need to hear all of that.
No,
we didn't need to hear all of that, man. Shoot.
I couldn't tell you the last time I took a bath to clean myself.
Bro, bath is just the prequel. Sorry, the prelude to the shower.
I haven't done. The only times I've ever taken bath is when I've been sick, and I'm like dumping Epsom salts and shit and doing all that. I don't think I haven't taken a bath just to clean myself in a long time.
Clutch.
I just take baths just to sit and relax. I don't.
shower
It's not to
Yeah.
clean. It's not.
Yeah, it's not to
specifically
clean. For me,
Yeah,
a bath
yeah.
is not to clean. It's just to
Listen,
relax. You know.
I think it's a little extra to shower before. But
Yeah, it's a
definitely
little
that's
extra.
a little much. Like, we don't really care. You know what I mean?
fuck
Like,
that.
you, dirty water, whatever. Like, you're still reading your like sex book with a bunch of bubbles and like, you know, your what's the little
Waterproof
sticks?
toys.
What's the and your what's the little sticks you burn for incense?
Incense.
And you're doing your incense so you can get into your vibe because your moon is rising this month and all the other next kind of foolishness.
Yeah.
Just shower after, baby.
Shower the sins away.
Give it a rinse. Give it a rinse.
Question 2. Hey
I
guys.
like that one.
Huh?
I like that one.
Yeah, and just to point out, the memos don't have to necessarily be voice notes. They can also be just regular messages, like this second one, boardroom meeting message number 2.
Hi guys, question for you. If you and your partner get a dog and you guys have been together for a long time and you guys break up,
Ha!
who keeps the dog?
Come on, man. Oh my God. Bro,
So you're not taking the dog if you guys break up,
dude.
but it's different. Did you get the dog together?
Yes, you both got
You
the dog
both got
together.
dogs.
You,
So
you
I
met
know
someone.
Of a situation where this happened.
So do I. And they co-parent.
They co-parent.
They co-parent.
And
Really?
That's what
They
they were.
co-parent
That's
the
what they were
dog?
doing.
Both in different relationships, they co-parent. I just, that one's...
They pick up the dog, drop off the
Wow.
dogs.
Yeah.
1 week here, 1 week there,
Yeah.
until they really start to fizz out, and they just kept
I
one
mean,
person kept the dog. But, you know,
okay. So maybe that it'll get to that point, but right now it's just co-parent type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I
Damn.
told D, I said, listen, I said, you realize Lucy's your like mongrel, like that's your dog. No, baby, it's our dog. It's our dog. No, it's your dog. No, it's our dog. I said, when we get another animal, that's my dog.
Mhm.
And she's like, no, it's our dog. I said, so if we break up, no, it's Lucy's my dog. Lucy's my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went. What she do? She went. The white girl gasped.
God.
Bro, we need that. We need that on a shirt. Just the white girl. There's asterisk white girl gasp.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
so funny.
So co-parenting an animal.
Yep.
I like you. See, I like you guys. I like the vocab.
Yep.
I like the vocab.
Yep.
Animal.
Yep.
Yo,
How are you
they don't get no
like, I mean,
respect. Let me
I
think.
don't-
Every time I see the dog, bro, and it's on the bed, I give it a look now.
You're like-
Before, bro, I have to like move the dog. Now I just go, hey, animal. Continue. Sorry, I'm done.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can co-parent with an animal. Like that's
Nah, bro.
keep the dog.
It depends, man. It
Keep the dog.
depends. It depends. If me and Selena both got the dog I wanted, and we were with the dog for like
So you know what he said?
5,
He wanted.
7.
I didn't even. Hey, that's good. Hey, that's how. When we used to watch all the underground rap league and smack videos, and I didn't catch a punchline. Clutch is like, you didn't get a punchline.
You didn't get that?
You didn't get that? Hold on. And he runs it back. Yo, he said this and he put it there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I would just get a new dog.
You just get a new dog.
I would just get a new dog unless like I actually have a bond because you can grow bonds with dogs, man.
Bro,
You can.
when your dog, no, I don't want to bring this up.
Oscar?
When he passed,
Yeah.
how emotional were you after?
I wasn't. I got a little emotional. Like at the end, I was like, "Oh shit, this dog's fucking. He's gone." At this point, I was around the dog for what? 6 years.
Damn. And you came into the dog's life when it was how old?
I think he was like 7.
Oh,
Eight.
so he was. Oh my God, he
7?
was 13. Wow.
Yeah, he died when he was 13.
It reminds me of that law my buddy was telling me about. So, fun fact
Oh,
about the law: if you date someone with a kid, and you're there for a amount of time, she can come after you for child support for that
Yep.
child, even though
Yep.
it's not your kid.
for sure.
Hold on, but would you have to be registered as common law for that to go?
I think
pass?
so.
I think that's.
Mhm.
I think that's the stipulation part
Yeah.
where it's like.
But that's only 1 year of living together. It's
Yeah, but don't you have to register as common law?
no. If your addresses are the same,
Oh.
yeah, she can prove that you guys were common law.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Keep your mail and address at your mama's crib.
At your mama's house.
Put everything in her name.
Yeah, that soccer player taught us all we needed to know.
So yeah,
But yeah, so you would co-parent. You said you would get a new dog.
well, if we bought the dog together, I came into this relationship with her having the dog.
Yeah, if I came,
Yeah.
either way, that person who came into a relationship with the animal would then keep the.
The dog, yes. Me and the dog got close though. Like he was, he was my nigga.
Yeah, he's a little scruffy.
He was my nigga.
Little scruffy.
Bite the shit out of anybody.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's bit so many people.
Wow.
But like, I don't know if I would come visit the dog. Be like, yo, all right, I'm gonna go give your mom some buckers now. You go sit down. You go
I ain't
sit
staying
there.
for long.
There you go. In and out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I don't know. In that situation, I don't know. I don't know if I care that much about a dog unless it was like my dog I raised, I trained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Type of a thing.
I know. Mikey T was feeling it when his dog passed.
Of
It
course.
was, in that week, bro. I was at his crib like every day. Both of them gone one time. One was 7 and one was like 10, 11.
Yeah.
And both of them gone
Yep.
same time.
I remember.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, like, I was like, so you getting the next one?
You like their new dog?
Huh? Yeah, the new dog's great, man. Yeah, Georgia's great. She's a beautiful dog. It just, I know. Listen, when my fiance's dog is gone,
Yeah.
When the baby's coming,
and the
you got to replace it.
that's in the great words of the scholar and poet Adija Palmer, as one gone, a next one born.
This guy said Adija Palmer.
That's his name.
I know that's his
That's his name.
You don't even listen to poetry without vibes.
To who?
Poetry. My favorite poet is Adija Palmer.
Yeah, man. Shoot. Is that's the last one?
No,
One more.
third and final question.
Nice.
Hey guys, quick question. So I came home from work the other day, and my boyfriend tried to go down on me almost immediately after I got home. Now I usually don't mind the affection, but I hadn't showered yet, so I stopped him. He looked confused and asked me why I stopped him. I told him I think it's gross that I didn't shower yet from the workday, and I wanted to freshen up before we did anything. He didn't seem to care at all that I hadn't showered or freshened up. So the question is, shower before sex, yes or no?
Yes, but I mean, listen. Go ahead, Alex. Take it.
My wife will not do it unless she showers first.
Mm.
She's just like that.
Yeah.
Hygiene thing?
The hygiene thing.
Yeah.
But it's not that we haven't, but she
Preference.
90% high preference
Yeah.
to showering first.
Yeah. I mean, like,
But
I'm a freak.
in the moment,
No, just
in the moment, what do you do? Like that was the moment for him.
that
right?
was the moment. Yo, and some guy, but see, ladies, you have to understand, we don't care. We don't care.
But she was talking about him going down.
I know, but I'm just
What
talking
if
from
you
our
was-
perspective.
Aki and self.
Yeah.
She said from her heart, we don't know what she does at work.
Hey, man, this is another. That's a lyric from the great poet Adija Palmer. You know what he said?
What's that?
And then yam salt fish. That the Aki business. Bro, ain't that a bar?
That's a bar.
Tell the
still.
truth.
That's a bar.
Tell the
That's a
truth.
bar. That's a bar still.
I said, man, you have a selfish that a Aki business. Come on, man. Yo, I think we don't care, dude. It doesn't matter.
You want that clam chowder?
Listen. It's okay. It's okay if your pH is slightly off. It's all right. Just don't make a habit of it.
Well, I can't speak to that aspect of it. I can speak to the sex aspect.
I think it's it's better all around. If especially if you go down and you're like, oh, like babe, like go shower. Okay, go shower. That's it. Same thing with me, bro. Same thing on the men's side. Because we think, I don't know, at least me, I think I'm fresh all the time. Not so. Not so at all, man. You know? She started, she gave me a look and I'm like, go shower? She's looking up at me. She's like, go shower. Watch the video.
Watch the video. God damn.
Just think that props and shit. Is it improv?
Illustration. Yeah. Yo, hey, that's actually that. I'm taking it out.
Content.
I gotta write that down.
Write it down.
Awesome.
Write it down.
Awesome.
Timestamp it so that way you know. You're like, okay,
awesome.
I know how to.
Wow.
Yep. So
that was awesome. That was a good one. That's a good one, actually.
So shower, yes. No, hun, that's not weird. Okay.
Black microphone too. Shower.
No, hun, that is not weird.
So, those are three great questions. Serious business boardroom meeting. Make sure that you get involved and have fun with us.
Thank you.
Yes.
Another question prompted is the fact, why do we modify things to get faster results? What is the point of that? Why do we do that as humans?
Because the bitch voice took over.
Hmm.
So this particular question pertains to 75 hard.
How's it going?
I failed for the second time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
After how many days?
9.
She got further this time.
Yeah.
Nice.
The first one was 6.
Yeah, this one was 9. So
Yeah.
this
How
one
many days
is
further?
Today's day 7.
Oh, so you restarted again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So all I have left to do for today is my gallon of water, which is almost done.
Yeah, that's a big.
And my outdoor workout. So I was talking to my buddy about 75 hard, and pretty much from like when I was gonna start doing it to the phases and whatever. So he was saying that, well, if you fail a third time, why don't you just modify it and still complete it? And I'm like, well, that's not the point. Like the point is to get my 6 things done. But he's like, yeah, but if you can't get it done, then it doesn't make sense repeating it, because that's basically the definition of insanity, right?
Yep.
But the way I look at it is, I've actually learned a lot from doing it the third time.
Mm-hmm.
The second time that I did it, the lesson that I learned from that is schedule, time management. If I don't get shit done by a certain time, shit gets pushed back, and then it's just too hard to complete everything.
Okay.
So I couldn't complete the two workouts because I woke up late Saturday morning. So I was like, fuck, okay, gotta go to work. Finished the water, did the reading. I had my daughter, so I did the one workout a bit later. But then I looked at the time and I was like, shit, like I can't do my second workout.
Yeah.
My friend's like, oh, just go in and do a stretch right after. I'm like, no, like you have to wait 3 hours in between the workouts. You can't just do it. And she's like,
oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
You have to wait.
Oh, say word.
You cannot do one and then wait an hour and then go do the other.
You can't just do like a 2-hour workout.
No.
It's 2:45.
2:45
So
split
90
up, but
minutes.
they have
Okay,
to be
so
3
hour
hours
and a half.
apart.
It's an hour and a half. Okay.
Right. So then what I said to him was, the reason why I'm doing it is to become the best version of myself. And I can see that like it's slowly becoming like I've changed like a lot.
That's good.
Within the past, let's say like 20 days, if I want to calculate all the days that I've been doing it.
Yeah.
So I see it as baking, more or less, right? If the recipe says bake at 375, 500 grams of sugar, this, and this is coming from someone who is a professional baker, right? And you say, fuck, this cake's taking too long. Let me turn up the heat to 500. You're not going to get the same result.
No, you're not.
And then you're going to be pissed that the cake turned out shit But then you're like, oh, this recipe's fucking bullshit. No, the recipe wasn't bullshit. You chose to modify what was already perfect or what was proven to work. So why are you gonna fuck around and change it just because it doesn't? It's taking too long.
Yeah, I think everybody's so set on the result. It's that one saying, I think Gary Vee said it or something, like we forget about the journey type of thing, right? So we're in a place now, even in life, because the fact that everything is so easily accessible and easily attainable in terms of, you know, the easy shit. Is when something gets hard, it's like okay, you know, when we get into this like Neuralink world, where it's like if I put this chip in my brain, I can learn 60 languages in like 3 minutes. I could download that shit. Like, are you gonna do that, or people would then argue, be like, well, I'm gonna now take the time to actually try and learn these lessons. Mind you, it's a different type of conversation because people with ailments and, you know, disabilities and stuff like that are gonna like that shit, right? But like, even just, you know, how easy it is to Google something instead of going to the library and researching for a couple hours and just to find that one answer type of shit, right? So they all stem from a certain type of basis where like we have this need and want to, you know, get somewhere, and sometimes we do it in the fastest way possible. And
I think that's mostly just human intuition. We just want things to be easier.
Yeah.
That's how we got to where we are in the world. That's why we went from walking to horses to cars. You know what I mean? That's why traveling from boats went to airplanes, because we just want to make things easier and more convenient.
Yeah.
So
now
I think
teleportation's next.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, but I think that only works in some aspects. I think that only works when we're trying to make life easier. When you're trying to do certain things, because of, like you were saying, because we're so accustomed to that, when you get challenged by something, it becomes alien, and we're like, well, why do I have to challenge myself then? Why do I have to challenge myself when I can just make this easier? Because this is what natural humans do. We look for the easiest way. Work smarter, not harder, right? We look for the easiest way to do things naturally. So I think there has to be a line drawn where we keep ourselves challenged without modifying.
What's one important
challenges
thing that we should not modify?
Diet, I would say.
I disagree. I think diets should be modified. I don't think, for example, the whole Ozempic thing.
You got it.
I don't care for it. I don't care if people use it because we just are. Humans are smart, and we really want to change certain parts of society. So if you telling me that we can have a medicine that makes everybody smaller, for example, and you don't have to do all the hard work for it, what's the problem? Because like we were talking about before, about the tattoo with the numbing cream, does it matter that somebody else used numbing cream to get a tattoo?
No, but I think
you just want the badge of saying I worked hard to do this.
Sure, but no. I don't think you want the badge. No,
that's what people want.
No, it's not. It's not people want the badge of it. It's the fact that they appreciate the fact that they worked hard from being overweight, unhealthy, to now being, you know, in this place. Hold on, let me say this now.
Yes.
You said it can be compared to somebody getting a tattoo. You getting a tattoo is not going to prolong or cut your life shorter. One more thing. You said, hold on.
That's debatable.
Sure. But I'm saying you don't, whether or not you get a tattoo or not, it's not going to heavily affect your life on a grander scale. If you don't eat or you eat too much, that can heavily affect you. Hold on. Let me say one more point.
Go ahead.
Ozempic. To be honest, I don't really care for it either. I can agree with you on that. The issue is without the hard work is where I think you're wrong, is because if you don't understand the steps to getting there, you're going to put yourself right back in that position.
Absolutely.
Unless you then what? You're saying that you just take it for the rest of your life kind of thing?
Well, some people probably do
you just,
that.
Like you just take it, eat, and then like
But this is my thing. First of all, I'm comparing the journey from not having a tattoo to getting a tattoo, not the journey of getting it. So if we're both going to get a tattoo,
Yeah.
and we're both overweight and we want to get skinny, one person takes Ozempic, one person works out, one person takes numbing cream, one person doesn't. The journey of the pain is more of a badge to the person because I sat through this pain.
Yeah.
And I did that. The journey of the working out for 6 months, or well, working out takes longer than that. You're talking like a year or so.
Yeah. Especially for women, it's like it's like 2, 3, 4 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Is more admirable to some people than the journey of just taking the medicine. So that journey is what I'm comparing. And I just don't think that journey should even really matter at this point.
I think only it's because, and again, if you take Ozempic and you respect the game in terms of I'm using this for a specific goal right now, okay, I'm gonna take Ozempic and then I have this eating plan. I really want to stick with this eating plan, but what I'm doing right now, that's not helping because I may not want to do the whole workout thing.
Yeah.
Cool. You take Ozempic and you stick with this eating habit and you start to do the workout and you maintain the change you have right now. Majority of people won't because they won't respect the game, whereas the people who were in the gym and built up the consistency and the drive, like you were talking about with 75 Hard, they now have more of a respect for it. Whereas other people who don't, like David Goggins will talk about it. If you don't put in that work, how can you really respect it? So then, and I'm talking about the majority. You have anomalies of people that will take it, be able to bring it down, and that's beautiful, and then maintain. But like, where are you going with that? Like you're saying, like it's just broad for everybody. I think
technology will change over time. Maybe you take Ozempic. Maybe Ozempic changes, and you take it for a year, and then you're regulated. We don't know. Nobody could even imagine that we would have gotten this way from Ozempic anyway.
I think it's definitely a revolutionary product.
It's crazy, but
it's just
it's not even so much that. It's just that we could attribute that to anything. We could attribute that to anything. Like
we contribute it to the podcast.
To the podcast.
Us waiting, doing this for so long to us finally having a studio, or us starting off, and we already have what we
need,
everything,
or more than what some people. People to record a song, for example, to record a song before you had to use, even with vinyls, you had to find a place that would record.
It would be a place as big as this floor of your house.
We could record a song right now and have it done in half an hour.
So
is that just as good? Does it make the music better or worse? No.
So I agree with you. So I think we're talking about the same thing because I could even compare it to what we're talking about now. Is to say, you take Ozempic and you respect the game of how you need to eat and maintain. It's the same thing as if we paid for a viral clip. If we say, yo, we're gonna make this clip, and we pay somebody $10,000 and they're going to make sure that clip is viewed $23 million. Now we have 60,000 followers because of that, right? Whatever. And
he's doing the work, right?
Who?
Whoever we're paying.
No, they just know how to cheat the system.
Oh,
right.
Well, that's kind of a.
Well, hold on. No, cheat. Okay. Maybe I said in a harsh way, but like Ozempic, I mean, you're learning how to like cheat the system and go around it, and that's what it is.
I don't know about cheat the system, because what is the system? The system is only defined by society.
So maybe it's more harsh. I mean, listen, internalize it any way you want, but I'm saying you're taking this product, so then it to help enhance. No, I don't want to say it's not enhancing.
To say what you were saying, I think the system is the hard work, the dedication, putting in those late hours, waking up fucking early to make sure.
But why?
But why? Why what?
Why is that the system?
Because that's
the only choice they had back then. That's why when people were walking 20 miles, that was the only choice they had. Now we drive. Exactly. Now we drive. So do I respect the person who's going to take 3 hours to walk somewhere just to go to work? Do I respect them more when I can just drive to work and make it on time? It doesn't matter to me. I don't care if he walks to work or not.
I think also one other big factor is the fact that we can see the symptoms of running, the symptoms of eating healthy, the symptoms of working out every day. We don't really, symptoms and side effects. We see that. You see the side effects of running often. We see the side effects of getting in the gym all the day. We don't know the science and side effects of this product yet. So I even think it's still a little mature to say that.
Yes,
because
but it's
we
been
know
out for a
that
while.
running 30 miles will get you. We have a clip that proves it perfectly. My girl started walking more. Now I see that ass,
Okay, so
and I gave it bacas this morning, and it was fabulous.
yes,
I threw them off their game, ladies and gentlemen.
but that's not the only side effect to working out.
Mental health as well too.
There's mental health.
out, you feel good.
There's a lot more. There's a lot of other things that could go wrong. You could
Go wrong.
Yes, just because you're exercising doesn't mean everything is right. You
Right.
could injure yourself.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah,
you get
perfect
tired. Maybe you're tired. You don't spend time with your kids.
Overtrain.
There's so much. You could overtrain.
Yeah.
You could get addicted.
Okay.
Right? You could be a gym shark. You could do steroids because
Yeah.
there's so many other things.
Okay.
There's so many other things that are side effects. It's not like it's a perfect system. But that's just the one we chose because obesity has not been solved, right? And Ozempic and all these, there's another one, are the first time that we've had these drugs that actually has solved. It's like headaches. Before, for headaches, what did they have to do? We don't know. Now headaches are basically solved. You get Advil.
No, obesity has been solved.
How?
It's called work the fuck out, eat healthy.
Stop
take
eating.
Care, take care of yourself.
You
What do
know
you
what?
mean, bro?
I
What do
hear it's that's sure. That is one way of doing it for sure. But yeah, if they said, well, travel is solved because now we have horses, we would have never had planes, boats, trains, anything. So if you stop at one thing and say this is solved because we have this one way of doing
Okay.
it, you forget all the other innovative ways that you could do it. It's like when BlackBerry and when iPhone came out, BlackBerry was like, you don't even have a keyboard, and they were short-sighted. They're like, these have to have keyboards because you have to text,
Right.
and you have to text with a keyboard. iPhone was like, fuck that. We're just going to have a screen. And now look at the world. And those people who are still texting keyboards don't even have a phone anymore. Well, they do, but you know what I mean. They
So-
wanted to get stuck. We can't be stifled by innovation because we want to be stuck in one way that
So-
we've seen something historically.
Right. So then to go off your point, then you said there hasn't. We're advancing and we're finding new ways.
Absolutely.
You know, there's new tips of different gym
But
equipment.
you guys said it was solved.
Yeah, it is solved. And it's okay. Solved, or it's continuing to evolve. You know, there's new gym equipment.
Bro, it's all on
You know,
the
there's
same
new exercise
premise. It's all
equipment.
on the same premise. When the guys were in the
Just
cave,
weight
when the
lift
guys
up,
were in
lift
the
down.
cave picking up rocks, it's the same premise. Because my weights adjust, my weights in the basement adjust to certain weights, doesn't change the fact that I'm picking up a
That it's
rock
still
or
primal.
not. It's still the same thing. But the thing is, society has put us into this way where certain things we feel like is the only way to do things. And you know me, I just don't. I don't always agree with certain things like that.
Yeah, no, I think, but also the fact that there's things like supplements as well for vitamins that
sure.
also help.
For sure.
But I think that what's appreciated is the fact of the naturalness of it, and then the slow burn is what's appreciated, and that's why the tattoo culture is the way that it is. Like, you know, they don't mind you. We still both got tats from head to toe, but you won't have the respect of it now.
But I also disagree with that because the tattoo world has evolved too. Now you put what's the wrap that they put on now for it heals way faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not something new. That's actually what they use on burn patients to
I
help.
know that's what they use on burn patients, but this is an industry evolving. That's
right.
medicine. That's medicine coming down to the industry. And Ozempic, for example, was a diabetic medicine that's coming down to the industry. It's the exact same thing. They use something for burn patients that they use for cosmetic tattoos. So it's like, why does every industry has to be involved? You know why? Because it's the biggest money maker.
Listen, it's the same thing. Like there's a company that they were testing it for, I think it was kidney patients or something like that, and then they realized they had a bunch of bald patients and their hair started growing. I'm like, oh shit, this is like
Viagra's another one. It was a blood pressure medicine.
And then the dick started to get hard.
Yeah, and so they said, well, now we can use this to help people with ED.
But don't take too much,
right? Or else,
no, I would still disagree because I think again, we don't know the true long-term side effects of it to then be like, yo, all right, go ahead, cool. This won't affect your kidneys later. This won't affect this and that. That's just like you have these steroids, and people didn't know the effects of how steroids were because that was showing that fitness is evolving. Now, steroids is in like a
Very gray area.
Very gray area. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you have like growth hormone something GH GHG. Your growth hormone,
like genetic, some shit.
So whatever.
There's a bunch of different things.
Yeah, growth hormone stuff, and all these other things. But it's the long-term effects that makes people nervous. Why they revert back to it. Just like you said earlier in the conversation, that sometimes we don't need to modify things. Some things are good the way they are. I'm quoting you exactly.
Absolutely.
So I think, especially how the gym is this billion-dollar industry. I mean, I feel like, you know, they'd be doing themselves a disservice if they started having Ozempic in like the massage rooms. You know what I mean? At like LA Fitness, right?
Or they could be the first one on innovation.
Sure, but then essentially they would then have more people, but because there would be more people wanting to maintain this thing that this pill gave you. But I just think I think that there's true validity and
it's not in making something invalid, but I just don't
more honor, I guess.
I just don't want. I think when you guys, it's like I said on this show before. If you are 30 years old, say you're 60 years old, and you live your life 30 years ago, the same way you lived it when you were 30 the whole way through, then you wasted 30 years of your life.
Yes.
You got stuck living in your times. Like our parents are guilty of it. Oh, it has to be this way because back in my day, this is how we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you guys trying to talk to people online? We didn't talk to people. We just picked up a phone. It was all these sort of things that when you get stuck in those ways, you stop yourself and humankind from moving forward because you want to get stuck. Realistically, yes, there is honor in doing the hard work and doing all of that. But how much does it really matter? Does it really matter that I'm walking down the street and that guy sees me and I'm huge, I'm jacked, and I work out? Do I really care this person thinks that, oh, it's so honorable. Like that guy, he must have worked out for 2 years and done all this stuff. Yeah, I'm so proud of. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Do I care? I don't care.
I care when the compliments come. When someone says, yo, you look good. That when I hear that, it's like, okay. Like,
but did he say you look good because you worked out for 2 years? And you didn't eat any of this stuff and you didn't do that. Is that what he's saying? Or is he just saying you look good?
I look good, but I know that reflects on me doing the
Listen,
work.
If you're gonna do it, you cannot get on social and jump up on there and say you need to get off your ass and da da da. You better just be a product. You better be a product of your environment and be promoting this med that
you
will help you.
You don't have to promote anything. You don't even have to speak. You don't even have to speak.
For the majority, you're speaking on the minority. I'm talking about the majority of people. Listen, if you get Ozempic and you take it and you maintain it, cool. But I wouldn't take that route. And again, there's so many other factors, G. If you are,
yeah, but you're taking it to a thing of you're looking at the specific thing. I'm just talking in general with anything that we get stuck in historically. Doing something and never wanting to change it because we don't agree with how the change is. And it's not so much about, oh yeah, there could be side effects. Bro, you know how many people I've seen die or hurt themselves or drop weights on their necks? Okay, well, there's side effects to working out. We should never do that. Like, there are ways you can get injured doing anything. That goes without saying. Mm-hmm. But the fact that we get stuck in a way and not want to change anything just because of a societal thing. Oh yeah, it's different if that's your motivation. That's something you want to do, right? It's like with the editing thing and the AI thing. I would prefer for my videos to be edited with AI. I think video editing, sound editing is different. Video editing is too tedious for me. You enjoy that whole process, right? Who's right? You get more of a badge because you do it the whole time, or I get more of a badge because I'm doing it, but I just don't want to do it.
I see I see a device that I use and click and tap. I don't see that as the same level as my body. I put technology on the same level.
Now you're putting in a completely different thing. It's not so much about your body. It's about getting stuck in a way and not changing. Okay, do you want to do body?
Cool.
All right. Back in the day, when, how should we do this? Okay, people got cancer. Now there's so many ways that cancer can get pushed off, right? There's so many cancers that can be, if they're caught early, it can be fixed. Oh, well, no, I don't want a doctor giving me this. I don't want a doctor doing surgery on me because, it's my body. I don't want to be cut open. Yeah. I'm just going to stay and my body will fight it off. Mm-hmm. Why do you pick and choose where, oh, yeah, this is my body. But you know what? I am going to use the same, I'm going to use the COVID vaccine. Those companies, Pfizer makes so many other drugs that you have used. It's not this, that wasn't their only drug that they ever made, but people picked and chose because it was just something new. And they just want to get stuck in whatever way they wanted to.
Now you want to talk about, yeah.
It's not so much about, you're missing the point. It's not so much about the specific thing. It's about the fact.
No, that was a horrible example because then you're bringing up something where I was enforced.
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm just saying
not me.
In general.
I'm saying you were that's not a good example because nobody's forcing you to use Ozempic. Nobody's forcing you to go and do a sit-up. Nobody's forcing you. That one's your choice. So that one, I don't think that example works.
I think we're missing the point. The point is being stuck in a way historically because you think that's the only way to do something compared to something new coming along. So it's like, okay, cell phones and house phones. My mom had a house phone like 10 years ago still. Who has a house phone? Because they, as older people and living in their world, did not want to move on. They said cell phones were nonsense. Cell phones, radiation. Cell phones give you cancer. Cell phones this, cell phones that. All this kind of chatter because some people didn't want to move on and move forward. And now my mom doesn't even know what cell phone she should buy when she goes into the store. She has no idea what's going on when it comes to cell phones. She has to ask me. And whose fault is that? Being stuck in your own way. You wasted so much time being stuck instead of going with certain advancements. Life has changed. Humans have proven over and over that they have changed things for the better. Over and over and over.
So why don't we have everybody on my 600-pound life just get on Ozempic?
They probably could. They probably can't afford it. Ozempic's still new.
I think you need to just get in the gym, bro. I think sometimes it can be just as simple as that.
Take your horse and carriage too, then.
No. I'll take my Tesla. I'll take my Tesla, and I can pick and choose in life. I want to. You can. What do you mean?
Because you're saying you should just get to the gym, and you're saying that that's the way to do it. That's why I'm saying the pick and choosing. If you're saying it doesn't matter what you do, then yeah, pick and choose because then it doesn't matter. But if you're saying the weight obesity has been solved because it's called picking up weights, then you can't pick and choose.
So every advancement that is ever created is always good for you, will always help you. You need to always get and jump on it. Every last one.
I never said that.
You just said we're not, because you don't want to pick and choose now.
I never said that.
You just told me I'm picking and choosing. I said, okay, so now every advancement I'm going to go for because it makes everything better.
No. I never said anything about you go for. I said you're telling people that it's solved because we have this one way of doing it.
But I told you I want to stick with that way. And you said now you're picking and choosing.
No. I'm saying you said all these people, all you got to do is go to the gym. That's what you just said.
And you said there are advancements that can help you to enhance your body to get you to a better place where then you can maintain it. And I said, I don't think you should necessarily need to use that. I said, but then you also use other examples where I could go to do things to help me advance technology, a computer, right? You said, why are you picking and choosing technology, but not when it comes to working out?
Like I said, because you're telling people that this has already been solved. That's why. If you're telling people that it doesn't matter, then that's a different story.
I think because we have so many records and testimonies of people and how it truly helps not necessarily their body, but their entire mind when they get to this point where they can work out and take off this weight and change the way they eat and all those other things. So like, would you agree then? Because it just helps. So are you saying that it's okay to just use Ozempic and still eat bullshit that's going to make you fat? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? So now I should tell people not to eat stuff they like. That's what you're saying.
You just lost your whole point. Not to eat stuff they like. Yeah. So hold on. So it's everything that you like is what you're supposed to be eating?
People do what they want. you do what you want.
I understand, but if we're talking
I'm not
about,
going to make rules for Kevin. I'm not going to make rules and say, Kevin, you eat this. Make sure you eat this all the time.
Now listen,
Don't even look at that McDonald's.
Listen. Before I even make this next point, I'm gonna hide my Aero chocolate bar.
No.
And then I'm gonna say, I'm not forcing nobody to do nothing. We're having the discussion to say, if you're doing this or doing that, if you were going to take Ozempic but still continue to eat trash, are you not doing the complete opposite of what is supposed? Like, that's why I said, for the majority, they're going to just continue to eat when it gets to when it's not Ozempic, it's going to be another company that makes it for a little bit cheaper.
For sure.
That's going to have a lot more bullshit in it.
For sure.
That's going to hurt your body more, which
maybe.
Sure. Maybe we get to a place, whatever.
Because these guys don't want to hurt people because they need to help people because they want to make money. I mean, hurting people makes you lose money.
Sure. Maybe slow down people a little, but
yeah.
But I mean, they're going to make it cheaper with cheaper parts or cheaper ingredients.
Or it's just the markup, really. It's like that guy with the AIDS pill. It was like $4 to make. It's just markup because you're the only ones there.
There was a guy. He had an AIDS medication that he was selling to Africans. And like, bro, it was literally, it took him like, it was like $40 for him to make. Bro, he was selling it to people for like $4 or something crazy.
Nuts. He just marked it up just because he got the patent.
And he went on to interviews, and he's like, I remember he went on to
he was on Breakfast Club too. Yeah,
and they're like, why do you have it? He's like, I'm a businessman. Like, I do what I want. And he stood on business, bro. That guy stood on business, bro.
He stood on business.
So back to what we're saying now.
Yes.
And they make a cheaper version of Ozempic, and then they give it to people, and people are just eating bullshit, and they just continue to use that. I think when their body catches up, is going to be a problem. I'm not talking about people juicing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who just naturally want to, and those same people can still take Advil, can still do whatever. I'm just talking about certain aspects. I'm picking and choosing. You can pick and choose. It's your life. You pick and choose what you want. We were given choice, which is why I choose to say animal is beneath me. Now, back to what I was talking about originally.
But
hold on.
Yes.
Let me say.
Go ahead.
I always got to bring it back.
Bring it back.
And you have this Ozempic and you're eating shitty and you continue to have it. How is that helping you and your body?
How's that helping you and your body?
Yeah.
Okay. If we lived in a world, right? And this is potential future.
Yeah.
Where, is obesity a problem?
Is obesity a problem?
Yes. Simple yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Obesity a problem. Yep. So if 30 years from now, if there's an advanced form of medicine that cures obesity and you can eat what you want, that's a problem as well?
Then that's a different life, buddy.
Well, this is the promise that this kind of medication makes.
Well, when I see it, then
right?
Sure.
Well, this is the beginnings of it. It's like when the internet was the beginning, people were like, this could be trouble. This could be trouble. And now this world without the internet would be crippled, right?
I don't think it'll get there.
You don't think it'll get there?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know, man.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. There'll be a pill where you can eat anything.
Well, it's a shot right now.
Anything you want? I don't think so.
They can eat, if you're on Ozempic right now, you can eat anything.
And so where are you getting your nutritional value from? It has enough vitamins or whatever to sustain you?
Well, everything has nutritional value, but that's just your choice of being.
Not celery. What's the thing? Is like you
it's like
burn
water,
more calories
eating it
than digesting it or something like that?
Yeah. So I think it's celery. It's like 90% water or something.
Yeah. Great for a smoothie.
Yeah. So if you doing the nutritional part, it's simple. You could take vitamins. People take vitamins right now because you don't get everything you can from eating regular foods, especially if you're not eating whole foods that are processed and stuff.
I think.
So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is what's the problem if the person 20 years from now everybody's on this magical pill. Let's say it's a pill now. Everybody's on this magical pill. It's as common as having Tylenol in your cupboard.
Yeah.
And everybody can eat what they want, and obesity's gone. There's no obese people on the planet. That's a problem.
Then I can be man enough to say I was wrong. But until then,
so obesity is not cured. It's not getting the gym because then there would be, if it was just that easy, which is not easy.
It's not. I never said it's that easy.
It's hard. It's hard.
We said it's easy. right?
It's hard.
Clutch was open enough to say that he failed twice at it.
Yeah,
it's not
It's
easy.
hard. It's not easy.
But I'm fucking loving it though.
Of course.
Because like even I was telling Adrian, like I haven't had this much energy since I was like 16.
Yeah, but hold on. Yeah, okay, go, continue. Sorry.
That like since high school, I haven't read a book. Like I can say, I don't know if for most people, but I would say a lot of people don't read books. You know, and not the e-reader. Like that doesn't count. I'm talking about
Why doesn't that count?
Why doesn't
does it
that
have
count?
to be a physical book? You see, here's another thing.
Huh?
If you have an e-reader and you're reading the same words, why does
it
that
needs to be a physical?
Why?
It's for me.
I mean, that one's a little
Why?
different.
It's technology.
Hold on,
Now
hold
you,
on. What
you,
about-
have, you
what
can
about-
carry that one book all over, and somebody can have their Kindle and carry 5,000 books.
Listen, I know a really smart guy, and he's like, listen, I love books, but I can't carry around 30 with me all the time. It's like I have 50 right here, right? So, I mean, some people, I think. I was at Hugo Boss yesterday.
Oh, is that where you got that thing from?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not there.
I
Oh
was
my
about
God.
to
No,
say,
no,
this
no,
guy
no,
spent
no.
some money.
No,
money.
no, no,
This guy
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
oh.
No. I bought one shirt. I brought one in there. I bought one white shirt, bro. That's it. I was like,
The shirt?
No. It's no.
The one with makeup on it?
It's about one dress shirt, and the one gentleman was saying that they're amping up, Harry Rosen, and they're spending all this money, and they're gonna renovate and make all this stuff because people missed the physical aspect, the physical touch aspect, right?
Yep.
So with all those things removed, man, I lost my point.
Hey, it's the same reason
About the book and the Kindle.
Sorry, yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, the book and the Kindle. So the people miss the physical touch of being out and talking to people and sitting down and knowing about your families and all these other things. So it's the same thing where some people just naturally miss the feel and touch of a paper with words on it and stuff like that, right? So where some people are completely detached from that and don't need it and still feel like they can read, which is why you can pick and choose.
I'm not saying you can't pick and choose.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying you as an individual can pick and choose, but you can't tell people that the only way to get to this goal is this way that I'm doing because I think that this is the right way. You can't do it. You can tell your family that, you can tell your kids that, but to tell people in the world that, well, listen, you're obese, you can't use Ozempic, you got to get in the gym because that's the way I do it. That's not picking and choosing.
The only reason I say you shouldn't use Ozempic is because I don't think you're gonna respect it after. Like
agree.
he says, look how he says how much. That's why I want to stop him and be like, he said I'm loving it. Bro, I failed and I'm loving it. When you hear guys like Goggins, when you hear guys like who's the guy,
Frisella,
right? And they're like, I love it. Da da da. Are you going to get that appreciation, or is it going to be like more of like a selfish thing, like, oh, I'll just pop this and whatever, and you don't really respect the game? Again, that's the majority. Minority, cool. You're gonna have people who are
well, you don't know what the majority and minority would be,
bro. Come on,
it hasn't been around that long.
It's people, bro. That's just people.
But you don't know if people. Yeah, it's people, but you don't know if it's the majority or the minority.
It's majority, bro. Come on,
you don't know.
You know what we should do?
No, it's not. We know this.
You don't know.
This people are people, man.
You don't know if it's majority. I believe there'll be both, but I don't know if one's going to be majority or minority. I can't make that claim. I can't make that claim.
You're not being genuine.
I can't make that claim because it hasn't happened. Just like you said, that future hasn't happened. So I'm not going to make the claim.
You're not being genuine, bro.
That's 100% genuine. I'm always
genuine. Let's take it to the streets and
genuine.
ask people.
Say it again?
Let's take it to the streets and ask the people.
You can't really ask the people. Because it's the same thing with what you were saying about the book. Some people, they just love the physical feeling of the book.
Yeah.
And reading it.
Yeah.
My kids ain't going to give a fuck in 10 years about a book.
Yeah.
They're going to look at their Kindle.
Yeah.
The people who felt the physical book will be dead. And that those people and those things will die with them while technology moves forward. That's all I'm saying. You get stuck in those ways, you will stay in those ways, and you will not. I'm not saying you have to change your life or change anything about it. I'm just saying that the world is a lot more open than society makes us think. There's a lot more brightness to the future of technology than society makes us believe.
Because of the negative
yes.
outlook of how dangerous and evil it is and who it's run by.
Exactly. Because
So you're saying we live in a world where it would be so la-di-da that it's like it's like you said, like it's like a Tylenol, like, oh Jimmy, you gained 5 pounds, come on, take your Ozina, and that's like, that'll just shave off a couple pounds.
I can't speak to that either, but I can speak to the fact that we live in the way we live in the world now. The people who lived, our parents, but the generation before them would look at us like we're ridiculous. We're sitting here talking into microphones for no reason. Like, you know what I mean?
Looking at this device that I'm literally talking to my brethren who's in Japan.
There's people who will be like, how do you fit a light in a phone? Because a light bulb has always been this big. You know what I mean? There's so much things that we take for granted that has changed, but we only get stuck on certain things. And I just don't think we should get stuck on certain things. Of course, I have my traditional values and stuff that I weigh both, but I just don't go, this is how it's supposed to be because this is how it's always been. I say this is how it's supposed to be. My kids, you get your tablet only on the weekend because I just think that it's not good. You can't govern yourself.
I think you're quoting what I was saying was like it's solved, but it continues to evolve, not you with Ozempic, but I think in the way you can exercise, in the way you can lose weight, in the way you could take certain supplements that would help advance you in how you go and lift that rock.
I agree. And you know what I call that? You know what I call that?
What?
That's the iPhone 5 and iPhone 5S. It's the same phone, but a little minor upgrade. But then when you go from the Intel MacBooks to the M1 MacBook, you're like, oh shit, this has changed the world. Wait a minute, my laptop's lasting 10, 12 hours and I can still do high-end things faster than I did on that old MacBook? Let me see here. Wait a minute. Now our screens are this thin and now I don't have to lug a whole TV down?
You know what I'd be okay with?
That's just little minor increments.
You know what I'd be okay with? If you could get into a machine and it put you to sleep for like 3 hours a day and it just made you like move. And then you wake up and you're like, well, damn, I really did something today.
You did some exercise?
Like, it just makes you move. Whatever vibrates you or something like that.
But why would you want that?
I feel like it's still some sort of way to make your body move itself.
But why would you want that?
I'm just saying, we're talking about different types of advancements now.
No, I'm talking about advancements that actually happened.
I know, but you also were looking into the future and seeing what it could turn into. I'm trying to now be open-minded to say, and still stick with my primal, old school mindset of you still have to work the body somehow, right? Because if you look at it, we're also getting in a world where we're going to have these headsets on our faces a lot more.
We're going to be lazier, for sure.
We're going to be very lazy. Are we going to turn into this Wall-E thing? Do you know what I mean? So it's like you would need some sort of machine that would then you jump into and it makes your body move. If it's like it vibrates and that then is what's shedding pounds or something like that. Or it like takes a hold of you and it
Why would we do that if we already have medicine to do that? We wouldn't do that.
I think it would be. I think it would. I think it could, because then it's another form of this exercise where you go inside this world. You go inside this world inside your subconscious where you don't necessarily get tired, but it's an active game where then on the outside world you're actually moving without feeling exhaustion. That's super deep.
Yes.
And that's super that's like I won't be here when that shit's up kind of thing.
For sure.
Right? But I'm saying like that type of thing.
But why? It would go to that much levels when you could just
take a pill,
medicine. You could just take medicine like what we do for thousands of other things. When we get like if God forbid, knock on wood, we have like a serious ailment that we don't. There's a lot of things that medicine has already cured.
Yeah.
That we don't know that's cured over time.
Yeah.
If we catch one of those things and we go to it, you're going to say, I've never heard of this. I'm not going to take it.
I probably would.
With what?
Depending on the medicine of what it may be.
What if it's been out for like 40 years and it's proven that it's been cured, but you just never heard of it because you've never had that sickness to get it?
I don't know.
fixed?
I'd have to probably see a couple people take it before I
for
take
sure,
it.
dude. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, just try to sell for me for right?
Give it to your kids first.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
All I'm saying is we just can't get too stuck. That's all. There's never one way to do something. There's very rarely one way to do something.
Yeah, look at how many ways I have to finger a girl.
Exactly.
Oh, there's only one way to spend time with your children. That's spending time with your children.
Now, sports is something I don't know if I can change on.
Right.
Would you
Would you be cool with like a robot
league?
playing, not league, but like playing with the co-op league you guys wanted? So it's trans.
Yes.
Hold on,
Transformer.
men, women, and
The Transformer. That would be sick. Now, if they're gonna put robots in the NBA, nah, I don't want to see that
because
shit.
there's Cybertron, Unicron.
gosh, wait. Oh my gosh. I
don't know.
Yeah, you guys are funny, bro.
Dinobots.
Yeah, our list.
Sorry,
Sports, bro. Where'd you take your kids,
I took the boys to me, Selena, and when we took the boys to the TFC. Didn't know it was the home opener game.
Oh, nice.
It was the home opener. Kai is really into soccer, so is Sire. And it was a success. This kid was just into it. Like
I seen the picture, bro. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was
He's
the
like,
one
Kai,
goal
right?
that was scored. Yeah.
And we won?
Yeah, we won.
Nice.
And it's like there was just so much anticipation, so much buildup because he doesn't know he plays FIFA and he's talking about stadiums and he's looking at the stadiums and we're going to the TFC and we're like
Cold?
It wasn't cold. It was like what was it? It was like 8 degrees. But they were wearing their winter jackets and whatnot, so they didn't
TFC
care.
squares. I see that.
Yeah, they had the TFC scarves.
Huh?
I'll wait to play Kai in FIFA. I don't want to discourage him just yet.
Yeah, no, keep it.
Squash 'em.
But so they go to the stadium. We go to the stadium, and it was a whole thing.
Packed.
Fireworks. It got packed later on, closer to the end. The stadium holds
More
like
people came closer to the end.
but it takes a while to fill up. The stadium holds 30,000 people, right?
Yeah, but hold on. What do you mean? Hold on. Like hold on. The game started.
The
and
game
from when the game
I would
started,
say,
2 halves.
No, I would say before the end of the first half, it was filled.
That's when okay, I understand.
Yeah.
That. Okay, yeah, okay, cool.
So it was like they said it was 27,000 people there or some shit.
Wow.
And it was rocking, man. The TFC game was sick.
Yeah?
The TFC game was popping. There was one goal scored by TFC at the end. There was so much anticipation. That's Kai lost his mind.
That was
That's
the
picture.
The only goal scored.
The only goal she won.
It was a good goal. And I was talking to this guy at work and he's like, I was telling him about it because his kid likes soccer too.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's going to remember that forever. He's going to remember his first soccer game forever. So it just made me think like, how important is it to give these kids or our kids, our future kids, as you announced it this week, the moments? Is it more important than anything else? How many moments do you have that you remember that your parents gave you when you were younger? That's like the first time you had, or you know what I mean? That will stick with you forever. And so I hope that that's one that's going to stick with
Yeah,
Kai.
that kind of they always
For
remember.
sure.
Like I always remember when my mom took me to the science center.
Oh yeah, science
I
was
was
crazy.
like, yeah, man. I was the only thing that like got me upset was when the only time when I was a kid and I went to the soccer center when mom took me there and I was very upset was when I put my hand on the electric bulb thing and all these other white kids, their hair is standing up and my hair is like
Your hair just curls more.
Super Negro.
I was like, I want to feel that. I was like, okay, So,
Oh my
so
God.
it's just like, yeah. And then Dr. Umar would be like, because you wanted to be white. No.
Oh my God. But I'm having this problem with Selena right now because we did Elf on a Shelf last year, right?
Okay, yeah.
And it was successful. It was annoying after so long, but it was successful.
Yeah.
Right? And so I don't want to bring this motherfucker back, okay? I don't want to bring him back at all.
Don't bring him back then.
Exactly, but she wants to. I'm saying you have a potential of ruining this flawless moment that we had with this elf on the shelf just because you think they're going to be sad if they don't come back. No, they won't be sad. They will have that genuine
what you
reaction.
tell them next year is,
he's dead.
No, so what happens in the economy is when there's too much workers and not enough work, people, because I was even, I saw this video on TikTok.
Video on TikTok?
About making your kids pay rent.
Jeez.
With
their allowance.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah,
So
yeah. People went nuts.
I was thinking probably, but by next year, I'm going to have Avery do the same. Because they're seeing it as, oh, you're making them pay rent, but if you can financially teach someone, like it's like a hack pretty much, like, yo, this is how you use a credit card, this is how you budget, this is how much you take, they're gonna be set for life. They're not gonna get fucked over like how we did, because like I didn't learn how to use a credit card till like a couple of years ago, like how to properly use a credit card, utilize the 30%.
We all know how to buy shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think what's important is that lady, when she did that video, she's like, and people were asking me, what do I do? My kids can't pay rent. She's like, obviously I kicked them out. Like, you know what I mean? So man, people were taking it way too seriously, man. They're like, oh, this is like a form of child abuse or some
everything's fucking child abuse.
Yeah, nowadays
like,
everything's child abuse.
Somebody. Oh, I even heard one time somebody was like, oh, I'm teaching my kids about where the body parts are on the body, because if
being body conscious,
right, be body conscious so that they know this, nobody can touch you here, nobody can touch you there. And when he was explaining that in the video, somebody commented, you shouldn't be talking to your kids about this. That is child abuse.
So who should be talking to your kids about their body?
The teachers.
The pink hair teachers?
The pink hair
teal hair
teachers.
ones?
The one with both.
Yeah, half.
You can't pick and choose.
Yeah.
Two-spirited, twin-spirited.
Twin-spirited.
A furry.
But for real, are you guys do you guys thought about the gifting your kids moments? Or has this not even crossed your mind?
You know what? It has not crossed my mind. But I think what the big, yes, it has. And I didn't realize it has until right now. I want it to be for snowboarding. I want them when they slide down.
They remember who taught them.
Yeah.
They remember the first time they saw a snowboard.
Yeah, or the first time like they actually like got it and like we're going down and stuff like that. Like I love when I see kids and they're coming down the hill and they're so young and they're just killing it, bro. And I'm like, wow. And then I look back at Danielle and I'm like, wow, like you suck.
What was your first snowboarding moment? Do you remember it? Your first snowboarding moment. Who introduced that to you?
Mike Teleska, he brought me and then I broke my collarbone. But the moment that I got it, I was with Cameron and I did like my first turn. I'm like, oh, this is it. And from then, Danielle, I have it on video of her when the hardest part for snowboarding is going on your toes. The basics is heels and toes, right? You lean on your heels, you go back more. You lean on your toes, you go forward more. So to be able to turn around and be facing your chest uphill and lean forward like you're literally doing the Michael Jackson
lean back?
No, not the lean forward. Lean forward, which is the Danielle, okay, Smooth Criminal, right? You literally are doing that. Like there's times if I'm really going fast and I want to stop on my toes, like I'm literally leaning, like I'm like 45 degrees, right? But that's just the momentum and then you can come back because of just physics, right? Mm-hmm. So just that feeling, I seen that on video for her and that was it. So I definitely want that for my kids to be that moment specifically, and then just to see the joy on their face when they finally clicks and like, oh shit, like, yeah, this is it, boom, boom, boom.
Clutch?
I haven't really thought about it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm going to do.
There's no way you haven't already given your kid moments that maybe you didn't realize. The first time you coached her soccer game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably.
Like there's some moments, even sometimes the kids will bring up random shit that happened before. They remember the first time they went on the train.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
First time they've been on an airplane.
That was a big moment for me too.
They understand these things, and those are pretty common things, but I want to be able to at least give a couple moments that my kids will remember that that you're attached to. That I kind of planned out. It always doesn't go.
Well, the ones
right,
I always remember is every year we always went to Canada's Wonderland and Six Flags.
Mhm.
Every year, bro. Mom always took us there, bro. Oh,
See?
both Six Flags and Wonderland every year, bro. And that's when it wasn't like crazy lines. You know, you'd wait like what,
Yeah.
45 per, not like 3 hours type
for-
of craziness,
yeah,
right?
for 2 rides one day.
Yeah, dude. No. They need to do it
Need
like
to
a
fix
movie
up.
theater. Yeah, they need to
Yeah.
do like scheduled, right? But like, yeah, dude,
Don't they have schedules now?
I don't think so. The last time I went, bro, we got a hookup. We were able to get the
Fast.
the fast. Yeah.
Oh, God.
The fast pass plus.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. What other moments have you guys had from your parents that you can remember? Arliss.
My parents, I remember the
Clutch.
first time I went to Jamaica. That was a big one. I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember I remember there's a lot of shit that happened.
What about you, Clutch?
I think it was Marine Land.
Marine Land? Oh, that's a good
Everyone
one.
loves big body. No.
Well, I mean they do. But
Yeah, so like, you know, I wanna do more shit like that. I remember one Christmas specifically coming down and seeing the Christmas. One of the first times my parents actually planned to act like the gifts appear under the tree one day, right? I remember coming down and just seeing all the gifts there. Like, holy, look what happened. Like I got Sega Genesis that year and
Yeah.
shit. Like, you know, like I remember those moments. I think those are probably the better moments that would be important to give our children.
Wow, man.
Just give them some shit, you know? Some shit that they'll remember. They always want these
their
toys.
first beating.
Oh God, they remember the first beating. They remember the first lashings.
No, I think it's bad when you've gotten so many you don't remember the first. Because I was like, do I remember my first? I remember the last one. I was like, you can't beat me no more. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man. So,
My
yeah.
friends told me if I do it, I could call the police. No,
I have rights.
Yeah, I may have a left.
Oh! Yo, I have rights. Well, I have a left. Hey, with that,
Wow.
we are going to end on a high note. Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. Thank you from Rock. Wow.
Whoa.
I have
Bars.
rights. Well, I have a left. Whoa.
Bars.
Clutch. Yo, Clutch took Clutch. Look, I
Bars.
watched him. He took a puff and he blew it into the sky. And I'm like, yo, this guy's doing it so majestically. And he took a breath. And then that's the first thing he said since he was smoking. Bro, oh my God, dog. Clutch don't talk a lot, but when he say something,
It's a bar.
follow us on our X, SeriousBiz_pod, our Instagram, Serious Business, BIZNESS. So remember, it's at Serious Business Podcast. Our YouTube, Serious Business Podcast. And make sure that you know that we are the only
pod you want.
Yeah.
the only Serious Business Podcast on YouTube. Email seriousbusinesspodcast@gmail.com. Our phone number 365-866-1503. 365. I was trying to memorize it and I closed my eyes and I messed it up. I'm sorry. 365-866-1503. Hit us up because that boardroom meeting was super fun. We had
I
three
like
of them.
that. I like
I
that.
want to definitely do that more. So for everything that we talked about, we want to make sure that you take us seriously. And at the same time, we hope you don't. And that's the episode. And we out.
Like tree left box.
Bang, bang, bang.
Dog, that was so good.
Serious on the track, yo.